Alright guys, so here is the video everybody's been waiting for. This is the walk around of my 1966 Chevy BelAir. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so here is the interior of my car. Just a basic cloth interior. There's not really much to talk about. I do have this radio here from Classic Auto Sounds. It is meant to look like the older style radios, but it does have all the modern features like AM, FM radio. And it also has this auxiliary cord right here. That is basic 3.5 millimeter, and it fits most devices. And in the back, I do have the speakers. They are Kenwood 6x9s. There's not really much to talk about them. They are just regular speakers. And right here, we just have regular stereo speakers. They broadcast both ways to the passenger and the driver. And that's really all about the interior. There's not really much to talk about. So we will head to the exterior right now and talk about the exterior. All right, so here we are at the exterior, obviously, and we're going to talk a little bit about the tires. So these are Mastercraft Avenger GT tires. These are P215 70R15s. Now, these are a very inexpensive tire, but I highly recommend them for anybody who's looking for a cheap but very effective and a very long-lasting tire. Now in the back here, we do have the same thing, Mastercraft Avenger GTs, except these are P275 60R15s. And just like the front ones, they are very inexpensive, and they're just an all-around good tire. And through all my burnouts and stuff, they still have quite a lot of tread on them, so it should be another year or so until I have to get new tires. Now we'll talk about the brakes here. And if we go back up front, I don't know how well you guys can see those, but they are disc brakes in the front. And that was made possible by Classic Industries. The conversion kit was very useful, very easy to install. So that's really all about the brakes. I will have the link in the description. So I do have damage here. I have a big rust spot here forming in the fender wells here. Lots of rust back here on the back left quarter panel. Damage here. Have a bit of Bondo right through here. Some more Bondo all the way around the fender well. We do have Bondo here also, and I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there is a bit of a wave right here, right underneath this trim. Alright, so it is in rough shape, but again, it is 50 years old, and it is a daily driver, so it's not like I keep this thing in the shed all the time. But here in the next few months, I do plan on buying new fenders and quarter panels, and I will be replacing those hopefully this winter. So that's really all about the exterior. Now let's go to the powerhouse. Powered by this big behemoth of a car is this 454 big block Chevy with this nice 4-core aluminum radiator from Champion. Nice battery here from CarQuest, and there is the brake booster with the master cylinder powering those two disc brakes in the front. Obviously this is not what came factory in this car. What came factory was actually a 6-cylinder, and this is far from any 6-cylinder. But it is a stock 454 with intentions of a new camshaft and a new intake manifold. Powertrain, and this 4-core aluminum radiator also came with this electric fan. So with this 4-core aluminum radiator here, it did come with this electric fan, and it keeps the car at a good 180 to 190 degrees even on this hot day. So I'm very well pleased with this electric fan along with this 4-core radiator. So that's all about it with the engine. So I'll take you back to the transmission, and I'll talk to you a little bit about the transmission. This is a 5-speed. It is a Tremec TKO 600. It is registered to handle 600 horsepower and 600 foot-pounds of torque, which still allows you to use the same shifter as a regular manual transmission. This shifter came out of a 4-speed Muncie, and that was actually what was in it when we bought it. But factory was a 3-speed on the tree, and right here is the mount for where the 3-speed was at. But this was not a cheap transmission, but it is something that I highly recommend. At 70 mile an hour, you're doing about 2100 RPMs. Again, it is a Tremec TKO 600. So now let's talk about the rear end, and we will be done with the video. This did come with a 308 10 bolt, and I did blow that up, and I do have a video on that you'll see shortly. But we did convert this to a 12 bolt 373 4-link rear end, and it's a very beefy rear end. and with the first gear being 284, it really has some nice kick in first gear. Guys, that does it for my video. If you did like this video, please leave a like. Tell me what else you want to see in the comment section below. Check out the rest of my channel. So that's really about it. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you on the next video.
Did he break it?
Oh yeah, Robbie Dupree, those hot rod hard shot off the boulevard.
Yeah, he broke it.